Climbing captain Brett Poe, number 6 Brian Woodford, number 7 Ben Harding, number 8 Elliot Wheeler, number 9
goes for goal. It's through. Now looking for the space to shoot, and TJ soars. Great save from Ashmore, and it has to be. That was a brilliant soars there. Ashmore face the area, and it's loose. The shot's coming. Got the goal. Still possible walking that tightrope. They need by more. There's so much time here at not anymore. They have won the game here. Gosport has come here and they have taken all three points. That is hard work. Alex, another win. That was done the hard way, but obviously, again, the strength in depth and a lot of positives came to the fore.
Yeah, I think any win in National South is going to be a difficult win, especially away from home. And I said right from the start that at the start of the weekend that we come away with 2 wins, 6 points out of 6, then our decent start become a good start, and it's now confirmed as a good start now. That I don't know how the other teams did today, but by winning we've consolidated our position in third in the league, and long may that continue.
Indeed. We knew what we were going to get when we came here today. Obviously Basingstoke know us very well, and Jason and yourself know each other's tactics. So what was the game plan? What did you say to the lads when you set them out today?
Well, as you know, I arrived half an hour late, which would have hacked me off at the start. But Cats have got the team sheet. The time I got there, what we failed to mention in any of these interviews is that we are a bit more professional this year. That Phil Simpkins, the ex-Dorchester manager, is watching all the opposition before we play them. So he's already watched Basingstoke against Hayes and Yedding on Saturday. So we had the report from there, so we knew how they were going to line up. We thought they were going to line up at 3-5-2 because on Saturday apparently Partridge played in the centre of midfield and the game bypassed him. So we thought we might play 3 in order to get Gleeson and Ray and Partridge in. So we decided to go to a 4-4-2 and drop one of our forwards in on the defending midfield player, so that we matched them up around the park, and I think it worked really, really well. But as the game wore on, we're trying to get more and more minutes into Jamie White. We rate Jamie very, very highly, but 2 games in 2 days for him, and he's had 70 minutes in each, and he's done quite well. But I thought the game opened up when George came on. He started making things happen, and the back 3 all of a sudden weren't getting such an easy time, and he started to create chances, and in fact the goal came from one of the corner kicks that he created when he came on. So I was really pleased with George's input when he did.
Yeah, picking up on obviously George's performance, one thing that will stick in my mind is the run he made all the way around the back, down that just over there, and that was immense talent and skill.
It was, and in the last minute when he's anticipated, he's got it off the goalkeeper, and he should have had a penalty. The lad's holding on to his waist, but he's broken through and he's had the shot, and it's just grazed the post as it went through. But that's because he had fresh legs, and that's what I've got at my disposal now. I decided today that Perry Ryan and Dunners were to sit out. Carter was at a wedding on Saturday, so he had fresh legs in midfield. We brought Elliot in to make his start as well, and Elliot did extremely well, you know. And those are the types of players I've got at my disposal now. And with that squad, it was the squad rotation and the energy that we had in that game that won us it today.
Defensively too, obviously Basingstoke had Borough on the rack a little bit in the second half, off the line a couple of times, but Nathan again, some fabulous saves, and then up pops Ryan for the winner.
Yeah, well, you know, I've got to look at the other end, and that's what they're paid to do, is to keep clean sheets, and that's the fourth clean sheet that back four has managed to keep, and that's an important, integral part of this side, that if it doesn't fix and don't break it. We haven't rotated any of the defenders. You know, Nathan has stayed in goal with the two fullbacks for TJ and Rory Williams and Rhino and Potey in the centre. And you know, I've said before about other players, you know, when Rhino came to the club, I knew he was a good player. That's why me and Katz got on a boat and went over a lovely sunny evening in May to go over and actually visit the Isle of Wight and sign him when we knew he was becoming available for having at Waterlooville. And what a boat trip that's proved to be. You know, if I had been Sean Gow or Bradbury, I'd been on a submarine trying to sink us, because I wouldn't want to lose him. You know, not only has he kept a clean sheet today, but he's come up and got us 3 points with a header. And like I said, I knew he was a good player. I didn't realise he was an excellent player, and I'm just happy that he's wearing the orange of Gosport today.
Absolutely. And finally, just your thoughts turning now to Saturday and the visit of Maidstone to Gosport.
Another difficult game. You know, like I said, everyone's going to be difficult, and it will seem like you're using the old cliches and what have you, but this is a tough league, and just because you won today, you know, every manager will tell you, unless you put a shift in, unless you've got that togetherness and you work really, really hard, and you're willing to put that foot in, you're willing to put that head in like we were today, that's what wins football matches. Yes, I sign players with technical ability, but they've got to have the desire, they've got to have the passion, and they show that here today in abundance.
Alex, thank you very much.